Sometimes clients ask me whether they should register a lien against a project. And these are the factors I would suggest you consider when you're deciding whether to lien. Firstly, how quickly is your customer going to pay you? If you're expecting a payment soon, you can hold off a while and still have your 45-day deadline met. The other thing to think about is how much are you owed? Because you have to register the lien and start the court action where the project occurred, if you're only owed a small amount and the project is far away, it may not be cost effective for you and your lawyer to register a lien on that project. Instead, you should just sue for breach of contract. The other thing to think about is, do you ever want to work for that customer again? If they're not paying you on this job, chances are they won't pay you on the next as well. So I would go ahead and register the lien and not worry about upsetting them. You also should think about whether the property is going to be sold soon. If the property is going to be sold, then I would recommend you register the lien, because that lien forms a charge or encumbrance against the land, and it'll tie up the sale of that property until your lien claim is resolved. The other thing to think about is there a labor and material payment bond on that project that your customer provided? Those are typical for government projects or bigger projects. And you can make a claim under the bond instead of making a lien claim. Bond claims and lien claims are cheap to process. I can register a lien the same day. Once you give me all the information, I can do it from my desk electronically against almost any parcel of land in Ontario. And typically I charge $750 for the fees to do a lien. One final option you could consider is just giving written notice of your lien instead of actually registering the lien against the property. Written notice of lien sets out how much you are owed, who you worked for, and where the project was located. And if you give that to people who, the owner on the project, that holds up the payments to the contractor who you were working for, and that'll get their attention and get you paid in full, promptly. I hope you found this introduction to this one aspect of Ontario construction law helpful. Of course, this presentation shouldn't be considered as a substitute for legal advice. I do encourage you to get legal advice from a specialist in construction law dealing with your specific fact situation.